start streaming. Okay, we're starting right away. Starting right away. Let me go ahead and check that out, see if everything is good. All right. So now we're on stream. All right. Stream is on. Everything's good. So yeah, let me run you guys through like my whole process for the day. As we see, like on NQ, we traded above previous weekly high and previous daily high. So both like this Friday closure, this was the previous weekly high and also previous daily high. We traded above the previous daily high, and price really expanded lower. We have that shallow opposing run, which supports expansion, and that's what we saw overnight on Asia, and also during London session we've seen like a really clean expansion. And now what I'm really wanting to trade is just a continuation into the lows, which is the current low day. And as you guys can see, we got these fair swings right there. On YM, price already just kind of traded below these levels, so we had that SMT holding for a while, and now that SMT just got broken. But hopefully NQ and ES can catch up to that low. That would be a really clean trade. That would confirm the high, the 10 a.m. candle, aligned with that daily candle, and we got these fair swings that we can target. So that would be an absolutely beautiful trade. So that's like really it for me on NQ. It's like straight to the point, just align myself with the daily, and also with the hourly changing state. We're kind of delivering off of that gap, so that also helps. And we do also have this SMG, this one stage cracking correlation, so that's also something to be aware of. So yeah, that's really it. That's what I'm looking at on NQ. Yeah, so I'll just wait for the hourly closure. If it confirms the high at 10 a.m., then I'll be trading the expansion lower into these levels. But yeah, since I am already traded into these lows, then yeah, let's just wait and see. Bro, I'm late? Nah, bro, I just started the live stream. Just started right now, so just perfect timing. All right, on CL, we do have a two-stage SMT. You can also have this stage right here, like kind of this way, but again, I just prefer it to be this way. This is between the high, and also we can add another stage from the high to the high. So if we engage with the relevant swing, yes, we engage with previous daily high. Do we have inner reaction off of previous daily high? Yeah, we do have the hourly changing state. Let me see if everything is working perfectly. I think I'm freezing right there, right? I think I'm freezing right there. I think trading view is freezing. Is trading view breaking up, guys, or is it working fine? I want to know. Let me know, guys. Let me see if the voice is good. Yeah, I think we do have a little bit of flag right there, so let me just try to fix that out really quickly, guys. Let me try to. It's working good? Is everything working good? Because yeah, I feel like trading view is like it's kind of slowing down for me for some reason. Let me try to clear the memory on my laptop, which causes that maybe to kind of slow down. I think that's it. Yeah, it's still kind of like so slow. I don't know why. Like trading view is so slow. Is that an issue from trading view or from my laptop? I'm not really sure, because the minute kind of my mouse goes out to the other screen, then yeah, it just kind of started behaving well. You know, let me just close that one. Let me just close it. Let me just close this. Okay. Yeah, my whole laptop is freezing up for some reason. Come on. My laptop is freezing up. It's actually the laptop, I guess. So let me just clear out Notion. Yeah, I think it should be fine now, but I don't know why it's not fine. I'm not sure actually what's going on with my laptop. I think now it might be a little bit better. Let me just close one. Sorry. Gonna close this one too. 4-hour C2 trade, 4-hour C3. On which asset? On which asset? Give me 1 sec. Let me just kind of log in, and then we can go from there. Come on, what is going on, man? All right. On NQ, all right. Let me see. Yeah, we do have a bullish C2, but again, you have to put context in mind too. So we got that leg from high to low. Price just rebalanced that range. So ideally, I want to take shorts into the draw. Yeah, like if you're just gonna look at it from a one-sided perspective, just based off the candle closures, yeah, it does. But like if we profile it with the daily again, look at the daily candle. Like we're also trading into that gap, so this might be actually valid. But just looking at the hourly, just kind of seeing that hourly changing state, we're seeing a high, price traded above a high. We're leaving failure swings behind. Yeah, we do have SMT on YM, but again, like on NQ, on ES and NQ, we do have failure swings. For me, like ideally, I just want to take sells because there's nothing really here for me to target other than this high, which I see, in my opinion, as a protected swing. Why? Because it traded above previous daily high. It kind of formed that CISD, and now we're trading away from that high, and we traded into the gap, which is the next new invalidation level. There's nothing really here in that low to kind of hold price from going lower. If price wants to trade lower, there are no gaps here which really support the idea of price trading lower. Like if we get that hourly closure confirming the high of the 10 a.m. 4-hour candle, it would be easy for price to kind of trade lower. Why? Because there are only two areas for price to reverse off of, this low and that low. So I can either be trading internal, you can also count that as external, or this low. So I'll be trading the framework of internal to external. But here, yeah, you'll be trading from internal to internal, but to what? Is it to that high? I mean, this high can still get taken out, but with how the framework is playing out, ideally I just want to position myself in sales because that's how the day is looking. Also the daily candle is bearish, so I would rather just go with the flow and yeah, just kind of wait for that reversal candle. So if we get this closure below that level, I mean, it's gonna be a trade, but like the stop would be a bit huge. So let's just wait and see. On oil, kind of similar story. Like there was a really clean long right here, but again, it kind of same case. We engaged with previous daily high. We kind of had that changing state, but we rebalanced the range. So here was this long was a bit tricky because I was like, should I go with the long into the highs or wait? There was a really clean long, which is this one. Like this one is like a really clean long, but again, why I did not take it? Because if I'm gonna take a buy now, I'm trading into a protected swing, so I'm anticipating the high of day to get taken out, which was formed off of a previous daily high sweep and also an hourly changing state. So in my opinion, that was like for me kind of just going and anticipating this high to be taken out, even though like in my opinion it's a protected high. So that's why I did not kind of take that long. So yeah, also the 4-hour did support the narrative of trading higher because I think we had a C2 closure on HO. I'm not really sure, but let me just check. I think we did have some sort of like C2, or yeah, we did have the C2. So like you want to trade the expansion. Also, we kind of formed that gap off of the new week opening gap. So again, this the gap, the closure. Here we'd also have this gap right there. Again, this is not the best looking gap, but still, it's a valid one. So looking at CL also, what do we have? A C2 closure. But ideally, for now, I just want to see that failure because we traded above previous weekly high, previous daily high. We do have that hourly changing state, confirming the high of day, and also we do have a 2-stage trend switch SMT. So that's why I was kind of marrying the idea of sales. And yeah, that was really it for me. So like the only trade long that could have been possible is HO. GC, there was a trade also on GC, but again, I just didn't like it because I'm just kind of biased toward NSCs to kind of go short today. That was like my whole narrative, my whole idea for the day. I was just like coming into the day, saw how price was behaving during overnight session, also London session. So I was like, let me just go with the flow. That was like really it for me, man. So let's just wait. But I think something needs to happen with my laptop because it's freezing up so badly. So looking at RB, okay, so like the only way you could have gotten in on that HO move is like during that, what just happened, was within that candle, or what you could have done is just like another range right there. So the first high is like you could either target that high or that high, which you wouldn't give to R. So you would be playing with fire right there. Let's just wait and see. And ideally, I want to see CL flip bearish to take out the lows. Look at that, we have these Ferris wings, which is current low of day. This low also traded just so close to that current low of day. If HO takes out the high, then that would be the trigger probably for CL to kind of go lower, and we'll have kind of that strength switch SMT right there, and we can look for sells. Even though like the daily candle is bullish, which doesn't support expansion anymore. But yeah, we can kind of just trade back into the EQ of that pullback range or whatever. So let's just wait and see. If it just rips higher, that's good. If it doesn't, it is what it is. On M5 there was a trade, which is this one, but like it was so minor, so I just couldn't take it. I couldn't trust it. You could take it back to the lows. But again, same story trading into. We're trading within discount, so I don't want to sell within discount. So yeah, for now, NQ is the idea for me actually. So how can I use premium and discount? Fib. Do you use it in 4 hour or hourly? I use it with ranges, so either on the hourly or 30-minute, or either on hourly or 4 hour, both. It just kind of helps you identify where you're anticipating a new swing to be formed, and when you can trade reversals back into the range, and when you can trade expenses. For example, in that case, since in that here we were trading in discount, so now I can still anticipate that price might retrace to kind of form that lower high if it wants to form it, or if price wants to reverse, this is the area it will do it from. So I'm kind of playing the two probabilities of the pullback, which is either the reversal is going to start from here, or the retracement into some sort of key level to kind of go lower. So if I'm in discount, then I'll be looking for buys into some sort of relevant swings and kind of position myself in that leg. And then if I want to look for continuations, then I would ideally be looking to kind of get involved within the premium or just around the AQ. Again, the premium when we have a sell example. So you want to just go in around the AQ. That way you can see that this range has been rebalanced for now for that new expansion leg to happen. So that's how we go about seeing premium discount. Like that's how we use it. You can use it like also the advanced premium discount to see strength switch, a relevant strength within the triad. But yeah, let's just keep that. So look at the 30-minute. The 30-minute is closing as a C2, but the hourly is closing as a bearish C2. So there's a lot of contradiction right there. But again, we engage with the previous daily low. So yeah, let me just wait for the closure. I'm sorry guys. So we'll just wait for the closure and then we can decide which direction we'll be trading into. So let me just put Spotify on. No, wait, did not connect my speaker. Give me one sec, guys. Is that daily range? Yeah, exactly. It's literally, I just kind of try to look at it how Trader Kane does look at it. So I actually learned from him, and it's been doing me good. So I said like, let me add it to my trading too. Or again, it's not really necessary, but it's a good extra confluence. So yeah, ideally I just want to see say I kind of form that C2. That would be really clean. And we also might form a two-stage PSP. Look at RB. RB traded, I haven't traded above previous candles high, and also it's closing bearish, while CL is closing bullish and it traded above previous candles high. So we might have a two-stage PSP right there to confirm the high at 10 a.m. Then we can get the expansion phase. So NQ is the weakest asset. Let me check. Like in terms of now, I would say YM is the weakest. YM is the weakest, NQ is the mid, and ES is the strongest, I would say. In my opinion. Let me go on 30 minute. Let me try to look at it from a bigger, from my time frame perspective. Because if you really look, like look at YM. It did trade below this low, which still haven't traded, which haven't been traded into on NQ. Let me take that off. Oh my god, my laptop is freezing a whole lot, man. That's unbearable. Really unbearable. Okay, that's good. So yeah, let me see. Yeah, I would say I was saying Q is a bit stronger. YM is the weakest, and ES is kind of that mid asset. Yeah, let's just wait and see. And look at that, bro. The 30 minute is flipping. Ideally now, why you don't show YM? Oh, YM traded into a draw. So if I want to trade now, I would still be interested in longs. I would be interested in longs now because we traded into a draw. 4 hour. But like this 4 hour candle doesn't really support expansion, so the maximum you can trade back into is the open of that candle. What do we have? We have a 2-stage PSP for now. Okay. That's an interesting formation. Like in cases like that, that's why I really want to take longs. Like there's nothing really here for price to target. So NQ is the strongest, YM is the weakest, ES is the mid asset. So if I'm taking a long, should I target just this high or the AQ the range, which price already traded into? Like these are the cases when I have an expansion like that you don't anticipate. So yeah, let's just wait and see. Ideally, I just want to see a swing to kind of trace back into the range. I'm still kind of more sell biased than the long biased. Even though we're seeing that previous daily high is doing its thing, like price engaged with previous daily low, we're seeing that retracement, which is a sharp retracement to be honest. So I'm looking at hourly on GC. Like on GC, there's nothing really. Yeah, like the only time I'm gonna take GC is if from a swing, and I'm gonna anticipating this. I'm gonna be anticipating these lows to go. Like that's the only thing. Look at silver. Silver's just playing around within the range. So yeah. So just give it its time. And Q disrespect for value gap. If it's a 4 hour gap, then it's only yeah. It was actually disrespected within the previous candle. So yeah, let's just see. Maybe price is gonna expand higher. We go to M5. I'm super exhausted. Damn, I feel like so tired. Let me take a sip of my energy drink. My days. I'm just like so short biased today, man. I don't know why. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see if we're gonna form a new swing. Like, even if we want to take long on YM, like, do we have a gap? Like, the only thing you can frame now is, because that's that kind of overall protected swing, which is that current daily high. We do have another swing right there. So, like, if you want to take longs on YM, it kind of makes sense. Price just from day gap, ideally, because you cannot wait for a change in state on YM. So just kind of wait for some sort of sweep or a gap, or something to kind of like deliver and trade back into the highs. But yeah, let's just wait and see how we'll set up. But yeah, just look at this movement. Ideally, you want to be trading into such thing, not trading away from it. So yeah, what do we have now? We have the 10 a.m. closing SSC2 confirming the high at 10 a.m. We do have an SMT right there. And we also do have a two-stage PSP. So this one closed bearish. I'm not really sure if we do have a two-stage PSP. And I think I might just go ahead and take that sell without even waiting for an intercandle for a new intercandle changing state, because it seems like price just want to expand lower. Going on M3, we do have this changing state. So you know what? Let's just give it. Let's give it its time. Let's wait for that open high, low, to confirm that CISD to kind of trade away from a protected swing. Then we can trade back into discount, which is current low day and also that low. So they're just failure swings, so we can trade into them. Let me check if we do have a two-stage PSP or not. I think we do. Yeah, we do. Like, we have the PSP from one asset and also the SMT from the other one. So with the higher high, this one from the higher high, and with the PSP, like this one with the SMT and with HO the PSP. So we do have a two-stage PSP right there off of a gap, which is a really clean sign of price wanting to trade lower. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put my sell limit right there. Should I go with like this trade? You know what? I'm gonna go with that short, boys. I'm gonna go with that short. Let me just log in into my trader bait. Let me go with starting soon. Give me guys 1 sec and I'm gonna be back just to kind of log in my trader bait right there. Let me just go log in, connect. All right. Oh my god, bro, this one is just dumping. Price is just dumping, bro. So like ideally you want to wait for like an open high close, not an open high, like we do have an open low. Ideally you just want to wait for like a new intercandle changing state, somewhere where you can put your stop, where you kind of feel, where you'll feel protected. For now, like overall 10 a.m. high is the protected level. So, and on NQ, on NSCs, yeah, we do have like this gap, this like a big gap, but we do have this SMT fail. To have this SMT fail, you could take this candle, but yeah, just like CL just looks a bit cleaner, so I'll just go ahead and stick with CL for now. Yeah, that's good. Like ideally I just want to see like a deeper retracement and then get that closure. That way we'll have like a clean opposing candle, which we can just take. And yeah, ideally I just want to have a like 3R, 2R, somewhere around that range. So either to kind of trade away from that gap, like respect this gap, or respect the higher gap, like one of them. But like ideally I just want to see price sweeping that gap and then closing below. I can take the retest. That would give me 3R. That would be like really good for a day. So let's just sway, and I'll be risking around $600 on that one. So that'll be like an $1,800 for a day, which should be a good day. Yeah. So let's just, yeah. So what do we have? We also have that, as I said, we have that SMT fail. Y, look at that NQ. It did not trade back into the SMT while YM did. So can you take this long? Like realistically speaking, yes, you can. But like, let me just look at the hourly. Let me look at the hourly, bro. Come on, what is going on? Okay, so we do have that C2, and it's also a two-stage PSP. So a two-stage PSP off of a relevant swing, and we can just trade it back into the AQ of the range. So like that's the only issue, is that like we're already around the AQ of the range. So this is a bit risky move. This is like somewhat of a risky move, so that's why I don't want to take it. On CL we're on extreme discount, premium. So yeah, like we're trading out at AQ, so that would also do it. If it starts flipping, then I might just kind of market execute. Like you can also kind of put your stop right there. Let's go with that one. Let me go see what the M5 is looking like. Yeah, so the 3-minute just is about to flip bearish. Yeah, I think it's just gonna flip bearish, and it's not really gonna give us that entry. We do have this SMT right there, so we do have an SMT fail between these two swings, between that high and that low in HO. Look at that. Like the stronger asset traded higher, so it's like kind of respecting like the overall strength. Let me just kind of easy for ideally, as I said. So price just formed a gap. So what do I want to see? Either an SMT fail to continue lower, and then I can trust the high, or I want to see price trade into the gap, and then we can take that short. So let's just see. I don't think we're gonna get that SMT fail right there, but I think about a time if we get an SMT fail, I think we're also gonna get that SMT right there. So RB is about to trade into the gap. I think it just did. It almost did. All right. So still, we don't have that SMT fail. For me, like ideally, I want to see price shooting one tick above the high. Like this is just kind of forming equal high, so I just want to see a deeper run into the leg. So I think we're not getting that. Like price reacted off of this overall opposing candle. So let me just wait and see. I'm not really gonna take this one now. The only thing I might do is just kind of going in with anticipation that probably price might pull back to the gap, take out this short-term high swing, and just take it to the lows. But let's see the closure. If we get that closure, because I don't really trust this to hold. I don't really trust this to hold, even though like this might be somewhat of relevance, but it's just not the cleanest in my opinion. It's not something I could trust. So I might just go with a limit right there. Let me just go with a limit right there. You know what? Let me just go with a limit right there. So I'm just gonna go with like 3. So yeah. And again, if we see the failure to close below, then I'll just kind of take off my limit. Why? Because if it failed to close below, then price is gonna trade back, probably from the opposing swing. Like anyways, its price is gonna trade there. So let's just see. And I might just take around 2 contracts right there. You know what? I'm just gonna take 2 contracts right there. Just kind of secure myself. 140. That would be good. That would be good risk to reward. And I can be putting it like all the way down in here. All right, let me just put that sell. Oh my god. That shit just traded lower, so let me just kind of put 2 contracts right there. Let's see if he's gonna trigger me or not. That would be good. Like that's only 1k. Like even if price went lower, then that would be good for me. Like just to kind of save myself. Just to kind of like. The RR is really worth it. So, and I might just get taken out like within a minute. So, but like overall, I want price to trade into that gap and then give it that new intercandle changing state. So, yeah. Let's just wait and see. Again, this is not the trade, guys. This is not the trade. I just wanted to kind of play it there. This is what I want. For price to trade higher, trade into the gap, and then give me what I want to see. See, I think that was like a straight loss. Straight minus $140. Yeah, that's. Do you see why looking at going long right there is not really worth it? Why? Because we traded back into the AQ range, so we just took it. Okay, that's good now. All right, now this is the level where you should be waiting for. And as I said, I'm gonna be risking $600 on that short, so we lost 140 right there. I just wanted to try it out. So yeah, now this is the trade. This is the trade I want to take. I would take this day and night. Literally day and night. So let's wait for it to give in that closure. We traded above a high. We do have SMT2. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Traded into a gap. Aligned with that overall. What about NQ longs? Nah, bro. I'm not interested. Not interested in kill longs. Ideally, I want to take shorts. I don't want to take longs. Look at these fair swings. I want to trade into them, not away from them. So that's like my only issue right there. So let's see if we're gonna get that trade on CL. So if I go with 3 contracts right there, which is the maximum. What? I'm not really gonna be risking a lot, like just $270. Damn, I cannot risk more than that. Crazy. Let's see if we're gonna get that closure below. That would be a good sign. So. I took long in NQ. I'm real interface. What's up, my bro? Somewhere in here on M1. I don't know why I think you got in on that one. It's just like after that changing state, which is the C2. You always love to trade the C2s, man. If I don't remember, you trade C2s. It's either within that candle or probably like somewhere in here, which stops below. And you're kind of targeting this high. Somewhere around that region, like I would say. Is that your trade? Was that your trade? Second one. Nice, man. Good catch, bro. Good catch. You get in on that M1 moves. GG's, man. Alright, let's see if we're gonna get that short or not. I don't know why I took that. I was just like, let me play. Let me have some fun with this one. Even though like my limit was in here. But yeah, that was like a minus 140 for nothing. Anyways, let's see how this one's just gonna behave. So again, also I can also take it if we get that closure below this level, since it's an M5 level. So yeah, I'm gonna just duplicate that one, put an M5 CIST right there. Yeah, other than that, there's nothing really for us now to do other than wait. I actually really like CL shorts, man. I really do. Like looking at these fair swings, we do also have this new week opening gap, which is a good thing to fill. So price might just kind of want to trade back into the EQ of that new week opening gap, which would give like a really clean trade. Okay, 6R trade, which is really good. But again, let's just give it its time to kind of do what it wants to do. All right, so the candle is flipping bearish, which is good. So if we did set that limit and that gap, it could have been just a bit in profit right now, or just around break even. So my stop was my limit. So gold, Okay. Gold is also making sense, even though like we're not trading off of any relevant swing, but what do we have? We have this SMT right there with silver. Okay, CL is dumping. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So the gap did actually do its job, and it could have been a really clean new invalidation level, because I was anticipating this how to get taken out. So if you guys go, just kind of rewind the stream. I was anticipating it to get taken out. Just like, even if it doesn't, let me just kind of involve myself. So that's why I took that short loss right there. That small loss right there. So we're down on a target. I'll just, you know what? I'll just say that's enough. I go with 3.6R. I go with 3 contracts. $400 of risk. So 1 more minute to go. The minute we get that closure, the minute I'm gonna get that closure below, I'm just gonna market not market execute depending on how far price is. But I think that's good. I think I might just extend my take profit just a little bit for like $1,700. That would be beautiful. I can get that. That would be like a really clean day for me. Let's see. But one more thing to note is that you kind of go from here to this low. This sell gives 2R, so I don't gotta get so greedy there. Okay, let's see. If we're gonna get that closure below or not. Are we gonna get the closure below or not? And I think we are not gonna get the closure below. I think there won't be a closure below. I might just go with market execution. Nah, I'm not going in. So we're gonna wait for the 5 minute to close. We still got 2 minutes for the M5 to close. Let's see if it's gonna close or not. So if we're gonna get that closure below, then we can just market execute, trade it into the lows, trade it into the AQ of the new week opening gap. If not, then it is what it is. And just based off of that, just look, it kind of reacted off the M3. So we don't have an M3 change in state. So ideally, I just want to go with the M3, since that's where we got that failure, that big failure. So if we go on to M5, yeah, we might get that CISD, but again, I just kind of prefer the M3 overall. So, or we trade above this high, and then we confirm the CISD to continue lower. Let's just see. Or this next candle kind of flips bearish. That would do it too. So, you know what? Let me just kind of take that off. Take executions off. Execution marks. Okay, that's good. So again, we're still gonna have this trade around that region. Let me see. Let me see the M5. It's about to flip. Should we go with the M5, boys? Like if the M5 closes below that level, then I might just take it. Let me see. Or I might just wait for the 3 minute to close. Let's wait and see. NSCs, did you have any bias? I was actually looking for shorts, but we did not get any shorts set up today. So I didn't want to take longs away from these fair swings, like these fair swings. So Hive day formed early in the day off of previous daily high sweep. We do have a narrowly changing state. That was the current dealing range. So if you took longs from here into the AQ, that would be good. But like for now, yeah, ideally I just want to take shorts on NSCs. So that's why there was nothing really for me there. So yeah, I think CL is just playing around. There's no clear intent, so we're just gonna wait. Okay, wow. I just said it and kind of flipped. So let's go to M5. Like on M5, we do get that closure, also below the M3 level, but it's just wait for the M3 itself to kind of close below too. That would be okay. Again, another M3 closer closes an inside bar. So yeah, we're just inside bar in at that level. So again, I'll just require another M3 closure. So again, 3 more minutes to go to wait. Like on M5, we did get that change in state again. Remember, we did get that change in state. I don't know why, but I just feel like I really need to wait for like a clean M3 closure. Even if it has to kind of sacrifice the RR, but it's fine. It's fine. It will be fine. It's not big of an issue. So let's just wait. Let's see what indices are doing right now. So again, we got that C3. So just looking up market structure. Higher high, higher low, higher high. So now the anticipated is to kind of break this high and continue. But the narrative, like overall, just kind of trading into a protected swing is not really in my book. So gold, I don't have a change state. So for now, we're kind of framing that high, that 4-hour candle, so the 10 a.m. 10 a.m. opens somewhere in here, so the 10 a.m. open right there, so it kind of formed. Now we're trading away from the high of the 10 a.m. 4-hour candle, and we're gonna catch that expansion. So that's what we're really waiting for. So let's just give it its time. Let's give it time to kind of breathe. Probably I might just go with the AQ. Yeah, I'm gonna go with short contracts right there. So let's see. That's gonna be a $1,600 winner if it does end up kind of trading there, which is should be a good day. So again, one more minute to go. Let me see if it's gonna want to secure myself 1,400. I think I'm gonna just go with the 1,400. It's not worth risking 200 extra. So let's see. And are we gonna get that retest or not? That's what we're gonna find out. That's what we're gonna find out. So I'm gonna just 1,400. Okay, let's keep it right there. Even though like I want to retest the opposing candle, but like the opposing candle has been retested so many times, so I might just 420, 1,400. Let's see. Let's see if we're gonna get the retest or not. What just happened? Again, the maximum contract size I can go with is our 3 contracts, because some of my funded futures, so they only allow 3 contracts. So let me just put the limit right there. Okay. So the trade is there. Are we gonna get the retest or not? That's what we're gonna find out. And yeah, that would be the trade for me for today. Come on, trade higher, trade a bit higher. Let me see. If I take a market execution right there, create a limit, 3 contracts, 540. I think that's also worth it. I'll just wait a little bit. Just play Spotify. Hopefully, it gives the retest. Hopefully. Because ideally, I don't want to miss that trade. Because it looks clean. Come on, CL. Come on. Come on, CL. Come on. A few more ticks higher. Come on, come on. Come on. Formed a gap, so, and the close is really near the high, so price might just retrace to that gap and then continue lower. So let's just see. So we got this new gap to kind of trade away from. Let's see if price wants to trade into the gap to fail it and then continue lower or not. Hopefully I won't miss the trade for, I don't know, like an extra $50 of risk. Hopefully. You know what? Now I'm starting to feel worried. I think I'm starting to chase that trade, but it's still giving me that 2R and around that $600 of risk, which I risk per trade. So let's just see. I should have just taken a market execution right there. Come on, bro. Oh my god. That's crazy. Hopefully we'll get a re-entry. Hopefully. Let's just wait and see. Like, yeah, I should have just taken a market execution right there. It's an M5. Yeah, retested the opposing candle multiple times. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my god, bro. That's good. So within 2 minutes, within a minute, we'll have the new candle. So hopefully it opens high into the level. Like, I would rather, if price just kind of takes me out, then go without me. I would rather, like, for me to get taken out, because that would be a valid loss than just missing a trade for going for like $60 more to kind of save $60 more or $100 or kind of go $200 extra in profit. So let's see. We got 45 seconds more for that 30-minute candle to close and for a new candle to close. And again, ideally, we want price to respect the lower half of the candle. So the close is near that limit, so it might just open high into it. So let's see. Come on. And I'm sure by the time it will retest, it will give me that limit. It will retrace deeper. Should we guys go higher? Let's see. Come on, flip. Come on, give it an entry. Finally, man. Okay, so now with that new candle, I'm sure we'll trade deeper because we're opening up with a new 30-minute candle. So, and we might not. Who knows? So let's just see. If it does end up trading higher into the opposing candle, that's good. If not, we are well positioned right there. So. Maybe you need to put your stop. Yeah, like sometimes I just prefer like that. Especially if we close within a gap, I just prefer the high itself. Let's see. So now, there's nothing really for me I can do. I'm not gonna manage the trade. It's either a full stop or a full W. So let's see, boys. That's it. Listen to music, watch the trade play out, bring a cup of coffee or just do whatever and just, yeah. See. Again, I'm still anticipating that price might just retrace a little bit, maybe deeper into the gap or trade above this minor swing, this short-term low, short-term high. But again, it might do it, it might not. Let's just see. So looking on hourly, what do we have? EC2, which is a two-stage PSP. So it's just two-stage PSP forming the high at 10 a.m. We're trading within a gap right now, but again, I don't care about the gap. Why? Because if you're short, if you're looking to take sells, you don't really care about bullish bid array. So, but will it hold? It seems like it's holding right now, but let's see. Hopefully, it might just be kind of that catalyst for a pullback to trade into something to then continue lower. And actually, this low looks really beautiful. If price expands, I think it might even kind of trade that low. But that would be like some sort of seek and destroy profile, because traded, that would be like a really volatile day. Traded above previous daily high, then we're gonna take out the low within the same day, which is a bit rare, especially with the new week opening gap. Look how far price is opening up, then it trades all the way up, then continue lower. So current low of day makes sense. Even though this candle, it doesn't support expansion now, like this daily candle, but playing the hourly narrative, it makes sense. Let's see. Let's see. Again, what do we want? Price to stay within the AQ of that range. What do we have within the AQ? This opposing candle. So ideally, we want price to react off this opposing candle, then continue lower. So like this is the new invalidation level for price to reverse off of. So price did end up trading back into the opposing candle, which is a good thing actually. She could have saved me a lot of drawdown. And it could have. So with 3 contracts, yeah, $360 to go for like 1,400. So let's see. Let's see. What OB? Cause that where you put it. Like you mean where did I take my entry? I just kind of dragged the RR tool to kind of make it to R to that level, and then I just set the limit there. Because price was expanded and I was not really sure if price would trace back into my OB. So I was like, maybe I will miss the trade just for an extra $150 or something. So I was just like, let me just put it right there. Because you see, it still gets 2.4R. Because my minimum RR is 2R, which I go for in a trade. And since that one gives 2R, still within that range of risk, which is between $500 and $600 per trade that I do. So it made sense. If I wanted to go with the retest, that also made sense. But I was just like, price expanded near that level, which confirms the OB. So I was like, maybe price will not retrace all the way back there, but it did. So I could have saved $150. I think even more, like nearly $200 or a bit more in drawdown. So going right there. Now I will be up instead of being down, and I could have expanded my. And it could have expanded like the profits, but still. But like when it could have like made a big difference is, since I'm on my funder futures, the maximum contracts I can do are 3 contracts. So if I was allowed to do like 5, then that would absolutely make a lot of change. If I go with the retest for like 5 contracts, that could have been like really different. So that could have been probably caused like $600 or $700 extra in profit, which could have probably made me go like 2 contracts right there and maybe 3 here. So I would get an average fill somewhere around that region. So that's how I could have went about it. So yeah, let's see now. If we get that closure below, then what I'll do is just move stops to that high. That way I will minimize my risk. And also, that's the new protected swing, which is the 30-minute candle. So whenever we want to trade an expansion, if you guys really look on a 30-minute, let's just go on 30-minute. Show you guys something. Like when price is expanding, low is protected, low is protected, protected. Now this is C2. This like now for that candle, why I wouldn't move my stops near the lows? Because the close is really near the low. So if price just open low to then expand higher, we'll take out the low. So in that case, I would not trail my stop. But in that case, I would trail. Probably not. I would trail. So again, that's how I would go about it. If price flip and closes somewhere in here, look how far the close and the high is. So now it's manageable to move to the new 30-minute high. But again, not because just a 30-minute high, because also it's a new order block on a 3-minute, which we're anticipating and expecting price to respect. So that's why I would move my stop, because it's 30-minute high, also a new open, high, low, close, intercandle changing states that forms that OB. So that's how I would go about managing that trade. That's the only thing I would do, just to kind of secure, just minimize my risk, probably by 50%, I guess. Like if I go from high to low, that's 18, yeah, it's almost 50%. So I'll cut my risk by half and still have the same potential. And most likely, if price takes out the high, there's nothing really else here that would hold price. If we're trading within a gap, then yeah, maybe the gap would still kind of hold, but there's nothing really here. So if price takes out the high, most likely would take out the high. So I would rather just get out at a half loss than at a full loss. So let's just wait and see. And again, the stronger asset is showing more weakness, which is not ideal. Let's see. Yes, hopefully it closed that 3-minute. Let's see. Let's see, brother. And like, I think the volume started to dry down because look how far price expanded on London session. Also the overnight session, look at that, bro. So let's wait and see. I think it might take really long. I might have to go to bed and keep it open. Let's see. Let's see. So let's do something else while we're training for that trade. So, oh wow, that's actually surprising. That NSC is like decided to go higher today. Like that's really surprising actually. I was not really anticipating it. I was like price expanding, forming a high, and are just gonna continue with that daily narrative. So CL is just ranging. Not GC is just ranging. Silver just expanded higher. Just again. GPP Euro. CL. RB also is just ranging. So let's just wait and see. Let's see. CN15. Do we have? Yeah, we do have this SMG fail. So probably there is some sort of entries right there. Somewhere in here. It doesn't look good. Anyways, back to CL. Let's see. What I'll do is the following. Scale lines. And go with 10. Yeah, make it a bit bigger. Let's see. Okay, so we're back in profit. This song is such a vibe. Let me show you guys. This one. What? Why it's not? What the? Why I can drag and drop it right there? Come on. What's going on with my laptop again? This one, Blow Notes by Make Mill. Such a good one. I'm not really sure how to put it. I think it's this. Alright, I might just keep that one right there. Maybe we'll make this one a little bit smaller. This isn't blue. Okay. Such a vibe. Such a chilled one. So, if we get the closure, moving stops to the high. I highly advise you guys, if you guys listen to Mick Mill, if you know that song, yeah. Also, if you listen to rap, that's a chilled one. That's a chilled freestyle vibe. It's music. All right, it's time to move stop. So I got 14 seconds more to go. Just gonna put it right there. Let me see if we can get that closure first. All right. So now, yeah, I'm not gonna move the RR tool and tell you guys, oh, it's a 4R trade. No, it's not. It's a 2R. And again, for the people that haven't traded yet, haven't taken that trade, they still can get involved right there. And trade into the next draw. That could have been also, that can also be a trade. And we do have SMT. Yeah, we do have an SMT right there. So now how much I'm risking? Let me check. Each one, each size. So yeah, here, for the people that haven't gotten in, they can take a sell right there with stops at that high and 10 TP at the same area, because that's the new invalidation level. Even though we're not getting in higher, but still we're not that different. And I would be happy to add if I still had possible contracts. Since I minimize the risk, so here's how I would go about managing my trade. Since usually I risk between $500 and $600. Now I minimize my risks to, let's just say, $300 risk, right? So what I'm gonna do right now is risk that $200 with that stop right there. So now I'm not only taking that 2.4R with full size, but also I'm taking a half size, which is that $200 that I just saved from trading on my stop to gain how much? A 2.5R. So that would give me around, let's just say I minimize $200, that's the amount of risk, so I just made $500. So I just made an extra R just by being able to manage my stop and then get in at the new invalidation level. So for me, I would get in right there, stop right there for that whatever amount that I just saved. I was risking $600, I saved $300 by trading on that stop, then I'm gonna risk that $300 right there because I'm happy to lose $600 for that trade idea. Even if it fails, some people would be like, oh, you could have just lost $300, but if I won, since I'm in a trade, since I anticipate that maybe my direction is correct, my bias is correct, and I'm happy to lose my $600, then I might just add along the way and still keep that same risk the same, but for the profit, it's just getting more and more bigger. So instead of, for example, making $1,300, maybe I'll make 2K, whatever. Wick has formed. Now time for the body. Exactly, but let's just see. Like the volume is dead, and also look at that, bro. Like the stronger asset, how do we know it's stronger? Just compare how far price traded into the high compared to how far it did. Like that literally made failure swings with the high, and now it's really expanding lower, while the weaker asset is just a bit playing around. So that's something to note too. Oh wow, I missed that one. 90 to 110. Yeah, exactly. Volume is just like so dead, bro. I'll just hold, because even if the volume is dead and it still wants to go to a certain way, it will go, but like just in a slower manner. So you just have to be patient with it. We'll still have almost 5 hours until market close, so there might be something there. So let's give it the benefit of the doubt and see, maybe it will go there. So let's see. We wait. Exactly. Since when you've been trading, by the way? Asama. And where are you guys from? Where are you guys from? I'd like to know where you guys are from. Y'all can hear me, guys? Okay, y'all can hear me. Good, that's good. I was like, let's see. My granny said that forget about. Friends turning into a fraud, niggas. Practice the passion, you niggas specs different. All you niggas want this way I can have. I'ma sell you niggas salary repetitive. This song is really good. 9021, really good. Also the other one with Future. Let me check. I don't know why my laptop is freezing, man. Come on. Which one is it? Yeah, this side is good. 3,500, this one. 3,500. This one also really good, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on the queue. I'm just gonna put that one too on the queue. Yeah. Nightcrawler, also really good. Let me just put it. Let me just put it too. Anti-dot. Baby, trust me. Trust. Come on, bro. Let me bring that. Where's that drawing one they use? Bro, you're supposed to go lower. Where is it? Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Boom, boom, boom. Go lower. Go lower. And make it bigger. Maybe it will do the job now. Come on, bro. I want to go to bed. This is this is the time for me, guys. I feel really exhausted. I'm gonna just keep that trade. Like the only issue is like if one of the stops, one of the orders get traded into, the other one is gonna stay in there. So that's like my only concern. If I go to bed, like if this was like stop loss and this is TP, and by the time like the buy stop or sell stop is gonna get taken out, like the other one is gonna get taken up, that would be good. But that's not the case, unfortunately. Come on. We've been sitting on that trade for the past 40 minutes. Wow. That's so long. But again, my edge shows something that whenever, the longer I'm in a trade, the higher the probability of it playing out. That's what the stats say. So we're just gonna use the stats here today. Let me show you guys. Hopefully that will be the case. And it's just not volume dying. Where is it? So, let me show you guys. When I hold the trade for an hour, between an hour and two, it's 100% probability of it playing out. And now, we'll still have 20 more minutes to get in that zone, so hopefully. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? Give me one sec, starting soon. I'm gonna put the starting soon screen. Then I'm gonna take this one here. Then I'm gonna change the screen to the laptop screen. And now I can watch something on YouTube while the trade is playing out. And I'm gonna keep the chat somewhere in here, so yeah, because I can just keep watching it. Like 32 staying and watch something educational or something entertaining while the trade is playing out. Alright, so price is like slowly turning higher into the high. Let's just see. So what do we get? It's changing state on HO. Again, it's the leading asset, so like by the time HO takes out that level, then I'll have to manage my trade. So let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. And I think within 2 minutes I'll have to close the stream, probably. Yeah, because this has been running for too long. I've been in this trade for like an hour, so will we see this? Oh wow, this is the opposite. Come on, so maybe we're gonna take it now before the stream closes. Okay, let's wait and see. We're gonna say half loss right there. Yeah, most likely. Let's see. That's and I'm gonna get taken out within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. Actually, I stayed more than 10 seconds. Now I'm supposed to get taken out because it's just added like $30, which is like 1 point. So I should be out by now. Yeah. All right, that was it for me today, boys. And that's the beauty of like having a better entry, like right here. It stops right there. And yeah, you could have managed to kind of just secure a break even right there. So yeah, that's it really. See you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you guys tomorrow.